Welcome to the Your Money Hour podcast. I am your host, Dakota Grady, and I want to say thank you all for joining me on my podcast. And for those listening in the U.S., Germany, Singapore, welcome. Thank you for your listenership. Today's guest is Iva Montgomery of a Quintessential, and she actually is a massage therapist out of Nashville, Tennessee. So welcome to the show. I'll let you tell about who you are and about your business. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. Welcome. Hello, everyone. My name is Iva Montgomery from Quintessential Therapeutics. I am the owner and operator of Quintessential Therapeutics. I've been practicing massage since 2003. I started off just doing it just to supplement income, and then a job of mine was overdue. They were mandating me to do 16-hour shifts without telling me. They'll tell me like when I'm clocking out, and I'm like, uh-oh. So when I was doing the massage on the side, I was like, you know what? I can do this full time. A friend of mine was like, yes, do it full time. So I started doing it full time like 10 years later, though, because I was a youth counselor. So I really loved counseling the youth. But I noticed that it can go hand in hand. So I decided when I moved to Nashville, Tennessee, to go ahead and start my practice. And I worked for several different spas. And then one day, all the spas started closing down, or they're selling their business, whatever the case was. I was like, what am I going to do? I wasn't intentionally trying to start a Quintessential Therapeutic, but it's one of those situations you want to take the risk to go into another spa and the same thing happening, or you know what, forget it. Just started Quintessential Therapeutics, and it was like a sink and swim situation from there. I knew nothing about business. I knew everything about massage, but nothing about business. Totally two separate things. So if you're trying to start a business, you might want to get the business background first so that it can help everything else flow freely. Because I'm telling you, it's been rocky. It's been rough, but I was blessed a couple of years ago to link up with this business. It's a not-for-profit agency called, I think it's for-profit, but it's called Corner to Corner, and it helps entrepreneurs set the foundations for their business. So it gives you step-by-step. It's like a 10-week course, and you meet once a week for a couple of hours, and they go through just the different phases of what it entails to starting a business. At a Quintessential Therapeutics, I try to facilitate awareness within the mind, body, and spirit to help my clients begin to more understand who they are and what their body is going through. So it's not just about, I just want to massage you, so it's not fluff and buff. It's more like I'm coming alongside my clients to assist them on their journey to the quintessential lifestyle, which is the lifestyle that is what God intended for them to live. Not me, but what God intended for them to live. I noticed that a lot of times throughout life, just the world puts all this pressure on you, stating like, oh, you should do this, you should do that. And a lot of people try to live up to that standard, but then they wind up going crazy. And, it's a lot of mental health issues, but because they're not doing what they were called to do, they're doing what people say they think they should do, and it just doesn't work out. So when you're trying to follow this world standard, what happens is you fail. Like you fail miserably, then you think you're a failure, when it's not so much that you're a failure, it's so much that you're not walking in your own purpose. And that causes not only mental health issues, but I noticed that it causes issues with your body, because when you're stressed out, it starts showing in your body. Like you're stressed at work and people's shoulders are slumped over and heads forward, and now they got shoulder pains, back pains, what have you, because they're doing or living a life that the world wants them to live and not the life that they tend to live, their purpose to live. So I think it's all mind body connect.
So is that the whole meaning behind a Quintessential Therapeutics then? It's a whole mind body connection?
Yes, it is a mind body connection. Quintessential means the purest essence of a thing. So I'm trying to assist my clients to be the purest essence of who they're called to be.
Mm.
And it's not just me to assist my clients. I do collaborate with other healthcare professionals that will help me assist the client, because I know I can't just help one client meet the quintessential lifestyle. They need other people that assist them, like a life coach, a physical therapist, a fitness personal trainer. I mean, a counselor. I mean, the list goes on. We're depending on what they need, and I can connect them with other people. We've done workshops together with different healthcare professionals just to see how we can best service the client as a whole.
It's good to have partnerships because, again, massage is one piece of the process of helping people to reach their full potential. So you partner with other people, it sounds like, to meet those other needs that you aren't able to meet. Is that right?
Exactly.
So with money, people are stressed out about finances, especially now with the pandemic. What have you seen so far with your clients or people in general about how finances has hurt them and led them to be stressed out and coming to you because they are stressed out? How has it? Have you seen anything like that lately?
So are you referring to the finances connected with the COVID-19?
Well, and just in terms of like the stress, you mentioned stress causing people to have affected or affecting their bodies. So finance is
Okay.
something people may be stressed out too. And have you seen effects on people because of finances? That they come to you and say, I'm worried about my money and my job is stressing me out. And they come to you for, say, a pick me up.
Yes, they do actually. And what's so funny is people would think because of this COVID-19, a lot of people are unemployed. And you would think that my business would like go downhill because massage is deemed per the world, um, for the most, is like a luxury. It is not essential. But in actuality, with doing all the research we've been having over years with massage therapy, I've noticed that a lot of people they're gathering their own research about massage therapy, and they're seeing the actual benefits of massage therapy. So I've had clients say, you know what, I know I'm unemployed, but I got a couple of dollars from my unemployment. I need at least 30 minutes. Can I have it? I just need to get away. And they got the kids at home, they got the husband at home, or they got the wife, vice versa. And they're like, I gotta get away, just 15 minutes even. They come to me like, I just need to get away. And what I like to do is provide my clients a space where they can just be themselves. So some people come in and they vent to me about what's going on financially. They don't go into detail, but they're like just the top of the surface of it, because I think they feel overwhelmed and they don't want to put that on me, because this is not my per se job as a counselor in that session. It's just for massage therapy. But my people, you want to vent in a massage therapy, vent. If you want to snore, snore. It is totally about the client, and sometimes it's just their escape. They just want to escape their reality for a second, gather their thoughts, so when they go back, they're refreshed and they can know how to approach what's going on in their reality without all that woe is me. Sometimes we get overwhelmed. Sometimes we just need to walk away from everything and then come back to it.
Yes. So I think when things happen like a pandemic or people are stressed out and their advice may be alcohol or cigarettes or some kind of drug that helps to cover up their pain. And the other things people may do is go get a massage, right? Instead of doing something that is hurting them, they may do something that may be helpful to them. Is that right?
Yes, they do something that's beneficial to them. And then they realize that I've had some of my clients come back and be like, you know what? My body feels better, but mentally I feel better coming to you. And I'm like, okay, that's good. That's what I aim to do. And then when I'm massaging them, I can kind of sense what's going on in their body. And I'm like, okay, something's going on right here. And they're like, oh yeah, I injured myself. Or, oh yeah, this is where I carry all my stress at. And then they go into the spiel of what they're stressing about, And then I begin to just teach them how to correct their posture, teach them like self-care techniques like stretching, some self-massages, which they have been implementing in their own life. And then they come back and they're like, oh, I feel much better. And those techniques, oh my God, the stretching helps, the self-massage has helped just to step back and just breathe. I do also some guided meditation within the session, because some of the clients, like I said, it's a mental thing. So sometimes it's not that they're injured. It's not that they have some disease or some kind of crippling chronic pain or anything. Sometimes it's just a mental thing. And once they unlock the mental, the muscles begin to release and unwind.
So our minds are powerful. It not only affects our outcomes about life, but it also affects our bodies.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the business aspect. You mentioned that you knew massage, but you didn't know business. Talk about that. What aspects of business did you not know?
I didn't know how to set the foundation of a business. Like, it's a difference for working for someone. They already have the foundation set, and then you can go off of their foundation and you just follow the steps. But I have to set the foundation and then just plan out the whole steps. How do I want to run my business? Is it cost efficient? It's like, how do I start? It's like, do I start this business and just run with it? No, you have to understand business as a whole, because there's legal aspects of the business that people are unaware of. Like, you have to get your schooling. So you have to be knowledgeable of whatever business you're starting. Some people are self-starters and it's easy for them, but then you also have to remember you have to be certified or licensed, depending on what state you're in. You have to be certified, licensed. You have to have a business license, a business establishment license. Like, these are 4 different things that are legally you have to have for a massage therapist, depending on what state you're in. You have to get if you're going to have a brick and mortar, are you going to be mobile? Are you going to work for someone, or like self-contract, be like a subcontractor? Like, you have to figure out, okay, what will be the best business format for me? And starting that, it's kind of hard. It's like, okay, so what is all entails in having a mobile business? So are you going to have like a big old van? How much is that going to cost? So you have to take in the details of the cost, the monthly cost, the material that you have to purchase for the business. And you got paperwork, you got accounting, you got taxes. If you do not know those things, then it's going to make your life difficult. You're going to go backwards. I didn't know it. I was in a sink or swim situation, and I'm still building the foundation of my business. But 3 years in, and during COVID-19, my business actually has rocketed high. Well, not rocketed, but it's higher than it was last couple of years.
That's awesome. So businesses are thriving, even though they might be deemed non-essential.
Yes. Even though they deem non-essential. I've not missed a beat. Bills have been paid on time, before time. Praise God. But, in business, you have to make sure you know yourself before you start a business. Know who you are, just know what type of lifestyle you want. And you have to know what you will do, what you won't do, have those boundaries set. And then you go back into, okay, who is my target market? Who's my customer? Who am I helping? Because I believe that we were all born with a purpose, and our purpose has a solution to someone's problem. This is how I look at life, Our purpose has a solution to someone's problem. So we have to know, okay, what's in us? What's the gifts we have inside of us? And how can I help others that need my gifts? So once you figure that out, then you have to move into learning how to get into the right relationships and communicating effectively with your clients, and not just with your clients, but with your colleagues and everybody in that field. You want to make contacts because we are relational people. We need a community to help us grow. So you need to learn how to build a team that will help you take off some of the stress that comes along with being a business owner. Because it's not all peaches and creams, not at all.
Wow. So I like how you broke that down. Basically, knowing yourself, getting business acumen, basically understanding about business, knowing your target market, making important connections. So I saw that you won at the corner, the picture night. Talk about what went into that process and how did you do it? Like, talk about that story.
Oh, so at the end of our class, 10-week course class, they have us make a business pitch. And my business pitch, I did, a PowerPoint. So I broke it down to every aspect. Okay, this is my company, this is who I am, and this is who I serve. And this is the revenue that I tend to generate, and how I'm going to help the community. So basically, I just got up there and I know me, so, and I know the direction that I want my company to grow in. So I just told them, I was like, hey, this is the Quintessential Therapeutics. We seek to facilitate awareness and understanding with our clients, but we don't want to do it all for them. We want to assist them on their journey and help them learn how to do it themselves, because it's going to be times where it's 12 o'clock at night. You can't call no massage therapist to help you rub your back. But that process, just coming to do the pitch itself, it was my team that helped me develop it. They helped me develop step by step. It's like putting a good story together. You have your opening, then you have your body, then you have the conclusion. So that helped me gauge, okay, this is the start, this is the vision, and this is the end game,
Awesome. Yeah, I was actually there that night that you won.
Were you?
I was there, yes. So I was in the audience, but that was before I knew you though. I met you last year. We were doing
it was
an
a
event at Office Depot, I believe. I met you.
yes.
So we got connected then. So we've known each other for over a year now.
Yes, that's funny. And actually it's a little bit over a year, isn't it?
So we met, was it? I don't think we met last year. Was that right?
Oh, it was last February, I think. Last February or March or something like that. Yeah,
yes.
It was.
Yes,
it's a small world. It's a small world.
It is.
I gave you your massage.
Yes, it was good. And my wife, she also was a client of yours as well.
Yeah, she was. How's she doing?
She's doing fine. So
hello.
Before off camera, you talked about a client. You are in Nashville, Tennessee area, and you have a client in Indiana. Is that right?
Yes, I have clients in Indiana that I started off 2003. They're like my first group of clients, and they reconnected with me during COVID-19. Unfortunately for my family, we've experienced a lot of loss in our family. Like, actually, I think it's 6 or 7. I'm losing count. It's like mind-boggling. None of them from COVID-19, but social media puts all your business out there. I tend not to tell people when I'm traveling, but my family does. So a couple of my clients got wind that I was in Indianapolis. They heard about my loss, so they DM me or inbox me, and they were like, "Hey, I'm sorry for your loss, but are you gonna be in Indiana? Can I get a massage? I can go buy a massage table if you don't have it." But luckily, I massage my family when I go there, like my mom, my stepmom, my dad, my brothers and siblings, and I have a host of nieces and nephews that are very active in sports and stuff. So I massage them when I'm there. So I have table and chair there that I never took with me, So I left it there. And then Actually, I'm going to Atlanta this weekend because my mom has a group of friends where she has a book club, she has a cycle club, she has people that she works out with, and they're like, "Girl, let's have girls' nights out." So I'm doing surprise girls' night out parties this weekend.
Awesome, awesome. So it's awesome to have clients for many years that can remember what you did for them because they know you, like you, trust you, and they'll always refer business to you as well. Do you get referrals from your clients too?
Yes, I do. And that's the majority part of my business because I know nothing about marketing and advertisement. And word of mouth is marketing and advertisement. So that has been building my business up since day one. Like, I'm like, okay, word of mouth is helping me. And I encourage everybody, if you go into business, make sure you get a good marketing team, learn how to build your team, know what your business is supposed to be like. Like, lay the foundation of your business. Once you lay that foundation of your business, you'll know what type of team that you need to help you fulfill the the business information, everything to help you do that vision for your business.
So,
So it's uh-huh.
oh no, go ahead.
No, I was like, it's just about building a scalable business model. So you want to do that. So once you do that, everything will start flowing a little bit more smoothly. Make sure that you know your pricing. You got to know your bottom line. How much does it cost to start this business per, like if you're selling something or per client, how much is it going to cost? Like one client comes to me, I pay rent, say my rent is like $500 a week. So that one client, how many one clients do I have to have? How many clients do I have to have? How much is it going to cost to pay for that business rental? And then also, how much am I going to need to live on my own as well? And then how much will I need to put aside for business taxes? We have to pay taxes on a quarterly basis. And if you don't have your taxes, boy, you'll get in some trouble.
Wow. So before we wrap up, what one piece of advice you could tell people that you haven't already mentioned that can help their business grow? Or what would you do differently in your business? You choose the answer.
Okay, so first of all, what I would do differently is just have the foundation laid first. Because I didn't, I had a sink or swim situation. So if you don't have a sink or swim situation, then lay the foundations first. Know yourself, know your business, what type of business you want. Get all that stuff written down, write it down, make it plain. That is the number one thing, is write the vision and make it plain. When you make it plain, then you'll be able to see which direction that you'll be able to go.
Awesome. Now, so I guess that will be that will be answer to the first question too. Then, in a sense,
Yes, it would, wouldn't it? It's 2-in-1, huh?
exactly 2 for 1. So, how can people find out about you and Quintessential Therapeutics? I just say it slowly.
Well, right now I'm in the process of building my website. So the website is not up yet, but you can follow me on Instagram at AQT_lifestyle. So it's just abbreviated. It's the initials to my business _lifestyle.
All right. This is Iva Montgomery from Quintessential Therapeutics. So if you need a massage, I don't know her travel, I don't know her range for traveling, but if you're in Nashville or even Atlanta, Georgia, contact her on social media at AQT_lifestyle. This is the Your Money Hour podcast. Thank you for joining me on the show, Iva.
Thank you. Have a great day.